it doesn't work this time, I'm going to switch back to my archer. And go with the perks that I do have.
What was that?
Just now playing werewolf on survival is not as easy as it is in the regular game.
Their leader is a tricky one. They call him the Skinner. I don't think I need to tell you why.
I think you're bleeding.
The ones that are killing me are the archers.
We're getting close now. Be careful. Their leader is a tricky one. They call him the Skinner. I don't think I need to tell you why.
Over here. Come on!
That takes care of one of them.
Oh, nothing. Enough of this.
Shit, he's got a free hit on me. I just can't dodge him. I'm too much of a target for him. Alright, this will definitely be the last time, then I'll switch back to archer.
I don't think I need
actually
to tell
have
you
to wait.
What was that? Huh? Over here!
There you are.
It's not.
Alright, I need to heal. And I'm stuck in an animation and he gets a free hit. Alright. Shoot, there's another one up. Animation. Animation is lethal. She can distract him, I can heal up and go after him. If not, I can kite him. That'll do. Alright, now I've got the health to take him on. Oh, never mind. Holy cow. rate. I needed to heal and he caught me in an animation. That is one of the pains about this animation. You can't do anything, can't defend yourself. You're pretty much at their mercy.
I don't think I need to tell you why.
I cannot wait. There we go. I've just blitzed through this thing the first time I played it as a werewolf, but there seems to be a bit of a difference.
That's your best, huh?
Prepare to die! Where are you? There you are.
Destroy you.
I cannot best you.
Oops. Misjudged the distance. Yeah, that's why he was doing a lot of damage. And I was getting hit by orcish arrows too.
The bastards. Somehow they managed to kill Skior. He was one of the strongest we had, but numbers can overwhelm. He should not have come without a shield brother. Get out of here. I'm going to make sure we got the last of them, and see if there's any information to be gotten from the bodies. You and I have work to do. The Silver Hand will tremble at our sight. I've been hearing rumors of Silver Hand activity. A group of them has holed up in the rift. Run fast, my friend. I'm gonna find whoever did this.
I'm just gonna stick with my bow. Most of my perks are tailored for my bow at any rate. Now I need to go backwards and pick up all the things that I couldn't pick up before. I'm going to be a little bit over encumbered, but I'll have a lot to sell. What it's going to do is going to basically make me weary. I started. Actually, technically, I shouldn't be hungry. So I'm wondering if that's also thrown off too, because, yeah, my werewolf form I just fed a couple of times. So, werewolf feeding does not have an effect in survival. Or it doesn't have the effect I expected it to have. There's that drained. Just because I'm over encumbered. But since I plan to avoid combat, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's rest when I get back. These silver swords that they carry are pretty good for selling. That's one of the good things about going against the Silver Hand. They are very profitable. Tough opponents, but very profitable. And if you're working on leather and to create and upgrade your level goods as well as blacksmithing, they're good for that too, because they tend to have a lot of pelts. almost. Shoot. The good thing is, even though I'm breaking lockpicks, each lockpick that's broken does level me a little bit. So the lockpicks did not die in vain. Ooh, that's nice. Absorb 20 points of magicka, that's very nice. Oh, they also have cure disease on a greater frequency, which is a very useful one, especially in survival where you're now charged every time you use an altar. I'm hopelessly over encumbered anyway. The thing to remember is you don't want to be over encumbered before battle, or before you know you're going into battle. But as long as you're careful, you can go over encumbered after the battle. You just have to remember to evade from then on. I just realized one bad thing. My horse is probably not with me. This other werewolf, it doesn't really negatively affect you if you kill him. In fact, that was probably a werewolf that lost his mind. To a degree, it does share some similar properties to the vampire series, where you need to keep your humanity as much as possible. Some people can't handle the change, and they go crazy. burning through lockpicks. You can already see the impact of being drained has had on my mana. And it hasn't been that long either. By being over encumbered, you increase your drained.
I love a good fight. Come on. That's your best, huh?
Oh, that is weird. Must have come in from outside. That's one good thing about this whirlwind dash. It's basically, if you're over encumbered, it allows you to keep moving at a decent clip. There's no fast travel at any rate. I just had to hope my horse went with me. Otherwise, I'm tired. Oh, great. Well, I'm not so far. I've already cleared out this tower, so the most I'll have to worry about is wolves between here and there. don't see my horse anywhere. That means it didn't follow me. This is why I should have done the vampire one. Because it allows you to summon a horse. But I need to get to the soul cairn for that. Should be doable at this. Level 17, I should be able to do the vampire one. I'll take a shortcut or a short break from the companion's quest, do the vampire one, just to get that horse. His name is Arvac. It's not a difficult quest to do, you just need to find his skull and then deliver it. As long as I don't linger too long, I should be okay with that giant. Past the point of no return with my magic. Maybe I should think about switching to a sword. Nope. Should only take a few moments to get back to Whiterun. Then I'll head off to Riften for the vampire one. Yeah. The thing is, I could travel faster, I just can't fast travel. Because fast travel is turned off for survival. Unless fast travel is turned back on once you're on a horse. But no, I really think fast travel is turned off completely. We'll give it a try then. Oh, the hunter. She's returning to the companions' place. I really wish a horse went with you on this quest. But it's the one where you turn into a werewolf and your horse doesn't follow you. But the thing is, I was a dummy. I forgot to do the vampire quest line because that gives you Arvac. With Arvac, you can summon a horse anywhere. I'm not so far from Whiterun, so it's not so bad. Could be worse. The best way I can get around it now is to spam it, unless I happen to run into a horse along the way, which can happen. Oh, that's right. I've got summon zombie, but I ain't got a dead corpse around me. That is another way to get around it as well. Put all your stuff on a corpse, cast a raise dead, or just summon them back as a zombie, and they'll carry your stuff for you. They're not bound by the rules of being over encumbered. But I also need to raise my conjuration up as well. I think, if I remember right. Greater duration. There is a permanent raise dead. Because there's a permanent raise natural knock. Yeah, it's right there. Which means I'm basically almost there. Now, unless a dragon appears. Which is a distinct possibility. The guards will also mention my shouting as well, but as far as I've seen, they don't really do anything about it other than ask you to politely not shout in town. I'm going for what amounts to an agent build or a arcane archer. Mostly concentrate on stealth and archery. And with bound bow. Alright, the blurring right now is because I've been over encumbered for too long. Which, interesting enough, what I found is the Altmer make for a pretty good arcane archer. They make for an incredibly good agent in Oblivion. Which I found a bit surprising. Normally I'd go bread for it, but I've been playing a lot of different races. I played as a Nord for my first playthrough, and also split up some of them. I created a Khajiit thief. The first playthrough I had multiple characters and tried to mix through their storylines. Since usually what happens in these games is what happens in Oblivion is that all of the side quests get done, but they're not all done by the main character. So in Oblivion, the Thieves quest and the Assassin's quest all get done, but it isn't always the main character from Oblivion that does it, according to canon. And they're Khajiit, so I can sell here. That's good.
We are creatures of the
wares
desert.
if you have
The north
partner.
wind chills us to the bones. Take a look.
You also want to sell each one individually, because that means every single time you make a sell, it does a check to your speech skills. So that means if you sell in bulk, it doesn't seem to give you the full amount of training you would otherwise get. I could be off on that, but that's just from observation.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
And for a bit of lore, anyone who goes to the Khajiit lands is suggested to bring their own food, because the Khajiits lace all their food with moon sugar. Which would be interesting if they ever get a Skyrim game that takes place in the Khajiit lands of elsewhere. Which, let's see, given the animation for the last game, does not seem likely. It also doesn't seem like it's the Black Marsh either. And there's my horse right there. Alright, I'm in town, so I can't use the dash anymore. Well, I could, it's just I'd upset the guards.
Yes?
You're someone. Got some good pieces out here if you look. Take a look.
You can also help these blacksmiths for there are certain quests, in other words, you need to do in many of the holds to become a Thane. And you have to do a certain number of quests. You can go up to, if you're having problems becoming a Thane in a hold, you can use one of the blacksmiths, go to him and help the blacksmith, and that will count as one of the quests for becoming a Thane in that hold.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
The bracers are, I found, one of the more effective ones. Plus the advantage of being able to sell them all too, so. I need to do this because what I'm working towards is to become a arcane blacksmith. But to do that, I need to, let's see, it's under here, I think. This is what I need to raise. And this is what I'm shooting for. This would be helpful too, because I could use the dragon scales. But really, this is what I'm shooting for first. This way I can improve magic, weapons, and armor. But that's long-term stuff.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Jorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance.
I work with my mother to sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
And as soon as I hit this pawn shop, basically, then I'll drop everything
You know
off
what's wrong with Skyrim these
and head
days?
to Riften.
Everyone's...
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Everything's... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Do come back.
People have forgotten humor, poetry, and romance.
They are around here somewhere. Most likely. Whoa, that blurred vision really gets to you.
I ain't done nothing.
Chops and steaks fit for y'all. I breathe now.
I work with my mother to sell fruits and vegetables.
Mama, we're playing a
Fun most
game.
days.
Do you want to play? Really? All right, you pick. Tag or hide and seek.
I know all the good spots. You don't stand a chance.
You stand right there and count to 10. No peeking. Ready?
Okay, go!
The future of Tamriel.
I listen to this crazy guy for about 10
And
seconds.
there it is, friends.
From 1,000 to
The
1,000, 3 1,000, 4
We are
1,000,
the
5
children of
1,000,
man.
6 1,000,
Talos is the
7
true
1,000, 8
God
1,000,
of
9
man,
1,000, 10
ascended from
1,000.
flesh to rule the realm.
One of the places I've noticed they've hidden before is along the walls, as well as behind.
There's a rift here in Skyrim. Can't neither magic nor the passing of time.
Mama! You got me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Prepared or not? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Prepared or not? I'm coming.
I know it's easier than I thought it'd be.
Did you need something, Mama? Wow, thanks, Mama. Thanks.
Now I've got to find one more.
What are you
Ideally,
looking at?
before I pass
I'm not
out.
afraid of you, even if you are my elf. You got me a present? Really? Thanks.
There's a rift here in Skyrim. Can't neither magic nor the passing of time.
In the first playthrough I did, they found a fox and took it in as a pet, which was kind of interesting. Now to pick up some food and some salt. Salt piles, I've noticed, are extremely valuable since it'll allow you to cook food on the road.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything.
I'd be dead
Take a
if
seat
not.
by the fire and I enjoy this work well enough, but take a look. Need anything else? Just let me know. Sadia, wake up there.
Yes, Mum.
Eventually she'll get here. Or not.
The security in Whiterun is terrible.
Yes.
Shameful is what it is.
So I had to look down Sadia myself.
I had a bad time a few years back. I turned to drink. Vignar wouldn't let me stay weak.
There she is.
Hmm? Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
Ah, great. This is bad. Alright, off to Riften then. What I need to get there is Arvac. Arvac is a conjuration spell that allows you to summon a horse wherever and whenever, so long as you have mana. The downside to it is that every time you cast Arvac, it does not increase your conjuration skill. So it's not an effective way to raise your skill if you're looking for to use that as a method. That probably was a bad idea. But as I said, if Arvac, you can summon Arvac anywhere, and if Arvac dies, all you need to do is just resummon him. So it really takes a strain off buying horses.